Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Thursday. It is afternoon, well, 11:30. I've been up all morning, well, for the last probably about hour and a half working on my t-shirt order. And I got 5 of them done. I got 5 more to go because she ordered 10 shirts. And it's taking a little longer only because each girl, this is for the girls group, each girl got to put her own quote on her shirt. So each one I'm doing individually, like doing one shirt and being done with it and then moving on to the next one, so that way I can get the right shirt or the right phrase for the right person with the right size. So I can show you. Alright, so far this is one of them. She says you can dance and be free. It says if. There's an if in front of it. If you can dance and be free without being embarrassed, you can rule the world. This one says you can't have unity without diversity. This one, you gotta go hard. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta go hard. You gotta believe in yourself. This one says, we fix our crowns and keep going. And then this one says, keep your head up and keep pushing forward. I got 5 done. I'm actually about to run out because I have to meet my customer for the cups and passport cover that she ordered, so I'm about to meet up with her to drop that stuff off, and then while I'm out I'm on a DoorDash for the afternoon, and then I have to run to the bank. I have to take some money out. Oh, and I need to go back to Michael's because one font that I use, I messed up. I messed up one shirt because I used the Broadway font. And for some reason, like, certain parts of each letter is really skinny. So it messed up. And then, look, it melted for some reason. So I think the font was, it just wasn't working with that vinyl for some reason. Or maybe I left it on too long or something. I don't know. But I thought I bought an extra shirt for mistakes, but I did not. So I just got to go and grab another shirt. But that was my fault. I should have, I don't know what I did wrong. But anyway, I'm about to grab me a shower, get dressed, and go out and start the day. Then when I come back, I'll finish the last 5 shirts. Hey guys. Back home. I've been home for a little while, actually. Today has just been chill. Well, I was outdoor dashing for like 3 hours. And I had to run to Michael's and get another shirt so I can finish my shirts. So now I'm about to do that. I've been laying down for about an hour or so, relaxing. But I wanted to, come here. Either John or Nancy from J&N Travels was asking about Joy. Oh, come here. I guess they never really realized they didn't see the dog. Get up. Up. Look, any other time, she's right. Get up. Come on. Come here. This is her. Spoiled. Joy. So, yes. That is Joy. She is almost 9. She'll be 9 in August, and we got her in 2012. So we've had her for 9 years, since she was 2 months old. We don't really know the exact day she was born. We know she was born in August, but we don't know when. One of Mr.'s co-workers brought her here from North Carolina. She was like the brunt of the litter, and she was the last one that they couldn't get rid of. And he drove her from North Carolina here. So we got her. She was so tiny, but we got her. Woo. I'm sorry. I'll see if I can put the picture up of the day we got her. Stop it. And yeah, so she'll be 9 this year, and she's totally spoiled, right? Say hi. Good. She don't like the camera, but she's chill. She's a spoiled brat. She loves the kids. She loves the babies, and yeah, that's joy, right? Okay, so I'm back to working on my shirts, and I feel like there was nothing vlogged today. So somebody was asking me about how I met my husband, and I know Mr. and I did a video. I'm pretty sure we did a story time of how we met. I'll have to look through my old videos, and if so, I'll put a link in the iCard. But I will give you the Reader's Digest version right now, since I'm sitting here and waiting for my stuff to get done. Oh, I just finished one more shirt. This one says unique. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hello. Okay, sorry, my phone rang. So, what I was saying was, I'm gonna give you all the, as fast as I can, rundown of how we met. So, we actually met in October of 2009. They have a thing here in Delaware, in my city, called the Halloween Loop. And they've got Christmas Loop, St. Patrick's Loop, Mother's Day Loop. But basically what it is you would get on school buses and they would take you from bar to bar. And you could just hop on and off the bus and go to different bars and drink in this big area. This area that's called Trolley Square, and they have like a lot of different bars, and they would take you down to the riverfront where there's some bars. So I had actually never been on the Loop, and I wanted to go. I was like, oh, I want to try out the Loop. And so a friend of mine that I used to work with, she was like, all right, I'll go with you. And you had to we're supposed to wear costumes. Everybody usually dresses up. I had no costume, so I put on this dress that I have, and then I took one of Deja's little tiaras and her little wand that she had, and I went as a passion fairy, because at the time I was a passion parties consultant, so that was my costume. And so we had been on and off the buses, you know, all night, and I had been on his bus a couple of times, and I guess he thought I was cute. But then we was at a bar, and I met up with my cousin, and he had stopped his bus at that bar to take a quick break to use the bathroom, and he saw me again in the bar with my cousin, and so he was like saying hi to my cousin and stuff. So then they grew up together. They was like in Boy Scouts, and then that was it. And then like a couple days later, I had posted a picture on Facebook. Either I posted it or my cousin posted it of us together. And he saw the picture, and then he friend requested me on Facebook. And I didn't know him, and we had, you know, mutual friends in common or whatever. And I just accepted it. I didn't know him. I sort of recognized him from being on the bus, but not really like thought anything about it. But I accepted his friend request, and then that was basically it for a long time. Every now and then he would like a post that I made, or I would like his post or something. Although I did, you know, scroll through his pictures like everybody does, try to see what he was about. But there was no no romantic type of thing. So then I do remember once he had inboxed me and asked about getting a catalog for passion parties, because at this time he had a girlfriend and I actually had a boyfriend at the time. I had been with my ex for like 6 years, but that's a whole nother story, because he was living a double life. Turned out he was married and all that, but we're not even going to talk about that right now. So I actually drove to his house to drop off a catalog. And it was funny because I remember I got out the car, I had Evan in the back seat. He was little, and I handed him the stuff, and he was asking a couple questions, totally innocent. But I looked up and I could see like somebody peeking out the window. I said, "Uh-oh, is that your house? Somebody watching you? You about to get in trouble." Made a quick joke. That was it. Fast forward, this was like maybe November or December. So nothing happened all that time. Then in April of 2010, I had made a post about renting out space in my house, the house I was living in at the time. It was, single mom. The rent was getting crazy, but the whole top floor was basically like an apartment. It had bathroom, all that. So I was thinking of renting out the space. I made a post about it. He commented on it and was asking some questions. And then, because he said he was considering moving. So that's how we started chatting. It moved to like me asking questions about if you were to rent this space out, are you a killer? Or me, I'm asking all types of questions. And then it just weirdly, we just started talking from there. Funny thing is, I had in April, I remember it was Easter, and I had just ended things finally for good with my ex. And then he was still dating somebody, but we had started not like flirting, but just sort of talking to where it was like, I probably shouldn't be talking to this person as much as I am. Like, why do I feel like I'm liking him? It was weird. And then it just sort of flipped from there. And that's where it became an issue, because then he was like, I'm in this relationship. And I was like, yeah, I see. So, but then he started talking like, I'm going to end things with her. And it was funny because, so at this point, we still had not gone out. I had not seen him in person. We hadn't even talked on the phone. And he, we was like, you know what, maybe we'll just go hang out, you know what I mean? But then I felt like, no, because you got a girlfriend. And up until then, we were talking about the differences in our relationships and how we weren't happy and, that type of stuff. And me thinking he was lying, because I'm like, they never leave their woman, whatever. But I was starting to catch feelings. So he was just like, well, we can just chat. So that's how we ended up going out on our first date. And then after that, even though, yes, I went out on a date with an unavailable man, but it was innocent. We just talked. And we went to dinner, and then he came back over and we talked. Right after that, it was like, okay, this isn't going to work because we really like each other. So he kept telling me he wanted to end things with the girl. But there was a problem because him and his brother, they had booked a cruise with them and their girlfriends. And he was like, he had never been on a cruise. I had talked about cruising a lot. And he was like, I really want to go. I already spent my money. And I was like, okay, whatever. But the cruise wasn't until September. So all that time, we just, chatted and talked. And he's talking about how he's going to leave her and all this. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. But I really did like him. And I was so stressed out and everything. But in the end, he did go on the cruise. And he always used to talk about how he bought the international plan so he could call me from the ship and everything. He spent all this money. But he would call me. He texted me the whole time. And he would be like, I promise I'm not doing anything with her. We're barely talking. And he's like, I'm going to tell her when we leave and all this stuff. And he was gone for a total of 10 days. And I always talk about that was the longest 10 days of my life. But he, I had already convinced myself that once they were on the cruise, they were going to rekindle their love. And, cruise is so romantic and all this stuff. He came home, and I kid you not, they got back to Delaware, and he came, straight to my house, and he told me that he ended everything. He told her that it was over, and all this and that. And that was it. It happened, and we were inseparable ever since then. Like, he literally, like, when I say he came and never left, he really came and never left. And we had a very unbelievable love story. Like, it might have started off a little sketchy, you know, maybe in a side John and everything. But, like, how everything ended up was really perfect, because it was just meant to be, you know what I mean? Like, it happened. People were shocked at first, and which is understandable, because it was kind of like, I was scared to go around his family, because I was like, all of a sudden you just show up, you know. I had met his mom before then, and he just, you know, told her I was just a friend, and he was like, you know, my mom just, she don't say nothing. But he was like, he told her, and he told his dad how he felt and everything, he said. So it all worked out, you know. Sometimes, and I always say, sometimes you gotta be a homewrecker to get what you want. I don't recommend it, but sometimes it has to happen. And this time it worked out for the best, because we had 10 wonderful years together, and like, we never fought. We might have had a disagreement here and there, but literally we never like threatened to break up with each other. We never, you know, cussed each other out and all that. We didn't have anything to fight about. We never had anything to fight about, and it was the best. And it was just great. So that's how we met. We met on the Halloween loop, and then actually, you know, it's funny. Once he came home, and we decided we were going to be together. He ended his relationship. Literally a month later, we decided we were going to get married. We were just talking one night, and he was like, I can't. He's like, I don't want to be able to have anybody take you away from me. He's like, he knew that he wanted to marry me the second he knew that he couldn't stand if I was with somebody else. So it was November of 2010, and we was like, okay. I said, don't play with me, because I will book something. And he was like, I'm not playing. So we was like, all right. There was this hall we looked up, and it was he was like, if you could get married, that's what it was. He was like, if you could get married, when would you do it? And I said, I would love to get married like on a holiday, like New Year's Eve, where you party and you have the holiday, people ain't got to go to work the next day. So we looked at the calendar, and literally the next year, like 2011, New Year's Eve was gonna fall on a Saturday. So that's how it started. And like the next week, we went and put a deposit down, because I had called, and the lady was like, well, there's somebody that wants that date, but it's in pencil. And she was like, if you come in and put the deposit before they do, I can erase their name and put yours in pen. So it might have been like a couple days later, we booked it, and that was it. And nobody still really knew. And then his sister Chrissy, she outed us on Christmas at his aunt's house. But it's all good. And then, so he never actually officially proposed until March of 2011, on my birthday. Actually, we were on our way to Vegas for a passion party convention, and he was going with me. And then on the airplane, while we were up in the air, he slid the ring on my finger, and he officially proposed, even though I had already started planning. So I was like, whatever, Jack, no trade back. I did not play no games. So anyway, that is our evolution of our relationship. So that's the story. I will try to find the video where we told the story, if you want to hear like his little smart comments and stuff that he kept making while we were talking about it. So I'll see if I can find it, and I'll pop it in. I still have yet to be able to watch any of the vlogs with him in it, because I get too emotional. So I haven't watched anything with him in it just yet, but I'll get there one day. Alright, I'm finally done the shirts. I'm going to show y'all the last 4. This one says, dream, believe, do, repeat. Keep going. You didn't come this far just to come this far. I am not for everyone. I am enough. So yes, I'm all done. I believe it came out great. Hopefully that they like them, and it was fun to do. Nice to see the minds of teenage girls, you know, coming up with their own little thing that they want to put on there. And I am done. It's 9 o'clock and I have not eaten any dinner, so I'm gonna go downstairs and find me something to eat because I'm starving. Found some chicken tenders. I'll cook these up. We got some fries too. I might toss a couple of those in after I cook these. Look how nice and golden brown. Yum. Did toss in a couple fries. I'm sitting here watching this second season of the Selena series on Netflix. It's pretty good. I like that they got I put the, what do you call it? The subtitles on, so when she was singing the song in Spanish, it was putting the words in English. So I was like, oh, now I know the words to the song. I was a little excited about that. My late night dinner is done. I'm about to eat this, and I'm going to lay it on down. Well, I need to upload this video, but I'm tired. I think I actually might need to take a pain pill. My knee is killing me from all the in and out of the car that I was doing today. Cause I think I dashed for like 3.5 hours because it was pretty steady. So I was in and out of the car a lot. And watch out, this darn dog. And then sitting for like 2 hours making those shirts, and now standing for like 30 minutes making this stuff. I'm tired. So I will see you guys tomorrow. It's Friday. Who's ready for the weekend? What y'all got planned for this weekend? Leave me a comment and let me know. I have no plans. Sunday is Mother's Day. But my mom is not the take me out to brunch or dinner type of mother, so we won't be doing any of that. I have no plans for the weekend. We're really I'm trying to just stay chill for the next 2 weeks. I don't want to be around no gatherings or nothing. I don't want no issues before it's time to leave, so I'm trying to stay away from as much people as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not yet hit the subscribe button, now will be a perfect time to do it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.